So I just wanted to give a quick look at my seed shelf setup. It's just a standard wider rack with a lot of LED lights, as you can tell, and all kind of jerry-rigged together with a timer. And I also have some plastic pots that'll go here on the bottom for some bigger stuff. And I have several wide trays of little plastic growing pots that I have outside that I have. I'm putting some soil in, and I'll show you here in just a second. So I just wanted to give a quick look into how I pack these little seed starting pots in, these little plastic pots. They're about 3 inches deep, about 3 by 3, I'd say. Got a whole set of these for about $4, maybe $5 at Home Depot. I don't know if you can see it or not, but I filled them about halfway up with soil, and it is compacted down pretty well. It's pretty solid in there because you don't want any, pardon the dog, you don't want any voids, or else air could rot the roots of your seedlings. But this is the seed, just Miracle-Gro seed starting mix that I use. It's about $3 to $5 for a bag, so it's not terrible, but it just works. But as you probably see in this bucket down here, got plenty of dirt or soil. And what I did with this is that I got hot water and I poured it into the soil to sterilize it, because a lot of soils have fungus and mites or just insects in general, and if you're going to start growing stuff inside, then you don't want to have those flying around, and you also don't want the fungus to kill the seedlings before they can grow, and before you can put them out in the garden. So all I'm doing is filling these the rest of the way up. Squeeze out any extra water because you don't want these sopping wet, and I'll just make it firm but not super compact. You want it to be kind of springy almost. That way the roots that come from the seed will not have too much trouble going through them. You just don't want any air pockets, like I said, because that'll cause the roots to rot. But I'll show you my seed selection here in just a minute, and I'll give a shot of the finished product, or once I'm done anyway. That's one tray that's done. Got 2 trays of the same size and then a smaller tray right here. And then I have some of these smaller trays that are empty. And then those will be used for onions and greens and other such things. So as you can see here, this nice messy pile of seed packets is a lot of what I want to try and grow this year. Some of it is not going to be going on to the seed tray itself because it works better when it's directly sown into the soil. Like in this one, I've got lots of melons and pumpkin seeds, some onions, carrots, green beans, that sort of thing, peas. That stuff likes to be direct sown, does not like to be transplanted very much. Sorry, just trying to square up the shot a bit. But kind of going down the list, some stuff that I want to try and get in as early as possible. This is stuff like onions, collard greens, cabbage, broccoli would be on the list also, because those are all they go in early and they prefer cooler temperatures, so they're definitely a grow them in spring, grow them in fall, have them for the spring and the fall through the winter. So, and this being Texas, it gets hot relatively quickly. So, but that's all the stuff that's kind of the cooler weather stuff. Got some peas here as well. Let's see. Got several kinds of beans. These are all ones I just got at Home Depot. Just plain garden beans and some cowpeas. I'm fairly certain that these are like black-eyed peas, but I could be wrong. But I wanted to try them because, well, they looked kind of nice, actually. Moving on to the more warm weather stuff, we got lots of tomatoes. One of mine and my brother's favorites from last year, these tiny Tim tomatoes. I got this set on Amazon. It was, I don't remember the price, but these are very, very good tomatoes. Let's see. Got a few other kinds in here. I grew a lot of cherry tomatoes last season, but I want to try and get into the larger tomatoes to make sauces and other stuff. So gonna be going for these heirloom tomatoes, these Brandywines, and also these Roma tomatoes and these San Marzanos, because those are supposed to be very good for making sauces. And the heirlooms just get very, very big. I mean, some of these are supposed to be able to get up to a pound per tomato, so it's kind of crazy. But my brother and I tried to go a little crazy on peppers last year, but we kind of bit off more than we can chew. We just tried to do too much, and we try to do both a huge amount of sweet peppers and hot peppers. So this year we're just going to be focusing on the hot peppers. One of the best things that I grew last year though was tomatillos. If you don't know what a tomatillo sauce, try some chile verde and you'll find out. Tomatillos are delicious. So I got a couple different kinds and some purple ones I just wanted to try. So those are definitely going to be, from now on, something I'm going to try and grow. Couple of new things I'm going to try and grow this year are these ground cherries. So they grow similar to tomatillos, but they are super sweet, almost like a jelly type fruit. So hence ground cherry, I would imagine. But I'm definitely going to try these out and let y'all know how they grow. And these ones I got off of Baker Creek Heirloom Seeds. Go to rareseeds.com, and that's where I got them from. Also, I want to try and grow some sunflowers. These ones I haven't tried to grow before, so we'll see how it goes. Hopefully, if they do grow, the birds won't get to them, but we'll see. And then also got a lot of the herb plants, basil, cilantro, that sort of stuff, and also some pollinator plants, echinacea, and just stuff to bring the bees in. So, which herbs will do also. I saw I'd put some purple basil out and the bees loved it. So, but I also hope to do a lot of pumpkins and melons this next year. We'll see how those go. But that's about all my choices for this year. We still have some trees up, pear, nectarines, plums, and a persimmon. And my brother ordered a cherry tree and an apple tree. Hopefully those will get here pretty soon, but we'll see. But that's my selection and some of what I hope to try and grow this year. So here's to hoping.